Hi, this is Anna Gandrabura, aka Annglish, and today I would like to share with you my top 5 books that every tech professional should read. Let's go. Recommendation number 1 is Soft Skills, the Software Developer's Life Manual. This is a pretty thick book, to be honest. However, it is written in a very conversational style English. So it's easy to read, even if your English level is intermediate or pre-intermediate. This book talks about all kinds of soft skills that you need to develop as a newbie software engineer or as a seasoned professional, right? Here, the author talks about how you should go about your personal brand, marketing yourself, pitching yourself, etc., in order to nail a successful career in tech. I highly recommend this book not only to learn more about soft skills, but also to improve your reading skills in English. My second recommendation is the book that is, I think, over 100 years old, and it never gets old. The Art of Public Speaking by, guess who? Dale Carnegie. To be honest, when I read this book, I was impressed. Because to that point, I had read so many books on public speaking and, communication skills, etc. However, I felt like this book contained everything that 10 other books I read had. It's simple, yet simple recommendations, but very useful. And the feedback that I got on this book from other software engineers who consider themselves quite introverted and they read this book in order to improve their communication skills in general. They said, Anna, this book really helped me to look at communication strategies and how I should communicate with my team and with people in general differently. So the book really helped more introverted people to become more outgoing and more sociable in the world. So highly recommend this book, especially if you struggle communicating with strangers, for example, if you consider yourself introverted and you think that there is nothing to be done to change it. There is always something to be done to change things that we want to change. My third recommendation is a must-read for every human being on planet Earth, Emotional Intelligence 2.0. If you don't know nothing about emotional intelligence, this is what you should know at this point. So emotional intelligence, this is your ability to understand your emotions, understand other people's emotions, and act respectively on that. Also, this is your ability to interact with other people based on the situation and the emotions involved in the situation. So in other words, this is like a high level of communication when no matter what happens, no matter what emotions you are experiencing, you know how to deal with them and you know how to react when other people are bringing certain emotions to the table and you have to deal with them. This book is useful not only to improve your workplace communication, but also your personal life, your personal relationship communication. This is the book that will bring you to the next level of your emotional intelligence, like when you think not with your brain, but you feel with your emotions, and we feel with our emotions even more often. All our feelings are through our emotions. So this book will help you get to that next level and become the next level human being when you can understand things that your brain cannot percept. So highly recommend. This is like a foundation. This book is very simple. Like I said, if you know nothing about emotional intelligence, after reading this book, you will have basic answers to basic questions. That's why I highly recommend it. I also have to say that it's quite easy to read this book because it's not like scientific English or formal English. It's pretty conversational style English that the author used in this book. So also highly recommend it, even if your level is intermediate or a little bit lower. Now, my fourth recommendation, and to be honest, it should have been my first recommendation, Atomic Habits. This book helped me create a course where people don't learn English, they live it. So the point is to make English your daily habit so that you never have to learn it again. How to acquire new habits and make them part of your life, right? And how to give up on your bad habits. And like I said, for me, that was an eye-opener, and I was like, oh my God, this is what I should do. This is how I'm going to structure and build my course in order to help people make English their daily habit, so that they never have to learn it again, but they just live in English every day, right? And I think I was able to do it. Well, you let me know if you've taken my course. Share in the comments if it helped you make English your daily habit, or also you can share in the comments, what do you do daily in English that has become your habit? For example, one of the things that turned into my daily English habit was listening to an audiobook in English while in the shower. So I realized that I was just bringing my audiobook while taking the shower, and then I was like, every time I was about to take a shower, I couldn't do it unless I hit the play button and I start listening to my audiobook. But you know, guys, at the end of the month, when I received my utility bill, my hot water bill was much higher than the month before I had this habit. So be careful, sometimes your English habits may be pricey. My recommendation number 5 is for more advanced professionals, team leaders or managers. Radical Candor is a must-read book for anyone who wants to improve their leadership and management skills, for team leaders and for team managers, right? For people who are managing a group of people, managing teams. This book is I said it's more advanced because English here is going to be a little bit more complicated. So I would say that if you're upper intermediate, this book is for you. I loved this book because it's not only, it doesn't just tells you like stories or it gives you examples, but also it gives you some practical hands-on exercises that you can implement in your work right away. For example, since I have a team, I'm a leader of my company, of my team, I use some activities that are described in the book with my team to improve our communication. Particularly, I like the activity where the author talked about how to hold one-on-one meetings, and especially when you need to give negative feedback. In the book, the author talks a lot about giving and receiving negative feedback. So in this activity where during one-on-one meeting you had to give negative feedback to your coworker or your employee, the suggestion to do it was first to ask them to give you their constructive negative feedback on something, and then you can share your negative feedback. And to be honest, there was time in my career when I read the book when I had to deliver negative feedback to one of my employees, and I used this technique and it did work. It did work. It was valuable for me because I could receive their feedback on something that I did, and they were able to accept my feedback without any hurt feelings. I hope you like my recommendations, and if you read any of these books already, please share in the comments your feelings about them. If you have any other recommendation that you would love to share with our tech community, feel free to drop them in the comments as well.